Hey everyone, I am back for more rapid. 15 plus 10, we got the white pieces. I took yesterday off because I just had my lesson with Nicholas. So that was just mostly lesson plus lesson review. And then um, and then I did some of the homework or just looked at it, but I wasn't feeling like playing more games yesterday, so we're gonna try to get back into it today. Um, this next week, I'm gonna work on some homework from Coach Christian, who assigned actually reading instead of like an exercise or a study. So I have Capablanca's like chess fundamentals or something that I need to work through and try to learn from that. So I'll be doing that and trying to play games this week instead of my mating combinations work that I did last week. Okay, so here, what do we have here? We have a Sicilian. I don't really know my openings, so in here I'm looking at possibly takes. I'm guessing if takes with a knight, I could take with my knight, and then they would take with the queen. That's one idea. Maybe I can take, and then if take with the knight, then develop my bishop with, maybe with tempo. I'm not sure. Not quite. I could also push to try to dislodge this knight. Or I could also just leave it. I could try playing this d3 and then try to like fianchetto my bishop or something like that. But then they could push, and then I think that would be kind of annoying. So I'm going to start with takes because I don't want to deal with the push. And then yeah, this makes sense. I'm thinking maybe this, but then they could take with their knight. And then I'm kind of faced with, okay, do I take with this pawn and allow queen to come in and force my rook or force my king to not be able to castle? Or I could take. Maybe I just develop. Maybe I just develop. I think I just develop. Worst case, I just take this way and they have basically nothing developed. So I think it's a small sacrifice to basically stay way ahead on development. Maybe I can push this after, try to trade off this double pawn. Okay, now they're trying to develop. That makes sense. Let's keep controlling the center. Maybe I should castle first. That seems like the safest thing to do. Or actually, this is okay. Yeah, this kind of blocks off this attack I was thinking of. Yeah, they're trying to get castled so that they do that so they can get castled as quickly as possible. Let's just castle first. I think that's safest, and they have no pieces in the center. Maybe that's a reason not to castle, because there's not really much threat. Okay. They're about to make a move to try to get castled here. Now I'll play the pawn move, try to grab control of the center. If they castle, then I can take with my pawn. I guess then they just take back with their I'm not in a rush to take, honestly. I like this center pawn. Ah, interesting. Okay. I think they're trying to pile up on this pawn so that it becomes a weakness for me. Hmm. Some immediate moves I'm looking at are um, bishop to g5, because the queen has to move in that case. Maybe it just moves here, but then now it's kind of getting into, is it getting trapped territory? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. That could be interesting. Yeah, it really does not have a lot of squares it can go to, which is kind of interesting. So let's do that. I think it's a good, I don't see any like, okay, someone takes my knight and then picks up the queen, or the queen can pick up the bishop. So for now, I think this is okay. Because now the queen actually can't even retreat this way because I covered that diagonal. So can't go there. All these are good, are covered. Can't go here. So really there's only a few safe squares left. Maybe here, here, here. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So if I come here, where does the queen go? If they go there, they can go here. If they're there, they can go here. But it's interesting. Maybe if the queen moves here, I can try something like, okay, let's see what I can do here. I have a few options. I can come down here and try to threaten the queen and try to get more out of position. It really can only go here, which is interesting. Another idea would just be to take here, threaten the bishop, and then if the bishop takes, I think that's checkmate. So that's a fun trick. The bishop would have to come either here or here. Um, and then I can start setting up some maybe attack, maybe try to get my rook behind my queen. Let's see. Let's see if we can get black to fall for this one. Because this guy is undefended. This has to move. I assume he'll go back here. I have tripled pawns now, which is never a fantastic position to be in. Ooh. This is pretty nice too. Bishop b5 check, because then I can come in with almost basically checkmate if... Oh, no, no, no. This is covered by the knight, so... Not quite, but getting close. Maybe still, this is still a good option to try to trap the queen. Whoa. Checkmate. Unprotected. Protected by the bishop. Looks good to me. All right, I think that's a quick one. Or a very embarrassing game, but triple checking, I think that's checkmate. Okay. All right. Thanks for the game. Sudhirvajpai. Let's take a look at a few moves in this game real quick. Pretty quick game, I think. The tactics got the better of him. So yeah, in this case, I thought for a long time on this position, and thought, yeah, it seems likely that they'll recapture the knight. I could take with the knight, then they would get their queen out. So I decided, okay, let's develop instead. Only move I was looking at is what if knight takes? They get a chance to ruin my pawn structure. But I decided to just push forward with development, take that with my take towards the center, and then work on getting my bishop out. So in this case, I'm trying to gain a piece of the center, kind of hoping that if black takes back, takes with the pawn, then I can just straighten out my pawn structure and things aren't looking so bad. But then black does an odd move, brings the queen out. I think the intent is to try to attack this pawn so that if black takes and takes back, I don't know. There wasn't really a lot of firepower here. I mean, I think a better move would have been to just like bring the knight in to attack the pawn and then bring the queen in as the third piece, but this was a very risky move. We had just gone over this in my lesson with Nicholas with why is it bad to bring the queen out? Because it can get attacked and it might be needed in other places. In this case, it's getting attacked and almost killed. Also, later on, it becomes needed and it's not there to defend. So I attack the queen with my bishop, and then the queen does not have a lot of squares. The way it came in and the pieces surrounding it means that it cannot retreat back the way that it came in. So it's only got a few options. It probably went with the safer choice of not coming forward even more. I think there probably would have been ways I could have, I don't know, brought my knight in, or here I was considering continuing to attack the queen. I think the queen would have no choice but to go here. And then I'm not sure how he finished this off, but the queen is definitely out of position and out of good squares. So that was one idea. The other idea I thought of is since the king is still in the center, let's open up the center. Actually, I was more thinking, I wasn't really thinking open the center. I was thinking maybe you'll fall for this trap where if I take the pawn, it threatens this bishop. This bishop has to move. And the trick with takes is obviously what happened in the game. There's checkmate right there. The king is stuck in the center. My bishop actually looks at a very good square. So yeah, I thought black should have played something more like maybe drops back here. Oh no. But even then, it wasn't looking too good. I think I could have continued with my plan to attack the queen. Or I could have found a way to try to double up, like bring a rook behind the queen or something. But I think black was pretty close to castling at that point. So they probably would have gotten away. So I probably would have gone after the queen. But yeah, we can look at the final position of checkmate in the advice of Coach Nicholas. Develop, develop, and then develop. I got all my pieces developed. All my pieces are in the game. If anything, just my rooks didn't get centered, but I'm castled. All my minor pieces are in the game. Black is not castled. Two of their minor pieces are still in the back rank, and their queen is just getting attacked all over the place. So nice, quick one with Sir Sudhirvajpai. Thanks. See y'all next time.